I guess the Army was right. I am down by the train tracks. Welcome to Stiffler Manufacturing, ladies and gentlemen. Out on a road trip, heading back towards the shop. Got to take care of a little bit of business. Today's live, as we drive, is talking about gun shops and us getting our slides into them. So we are out on the hunt, canvassing for new gun shops, new vendors, whoever we can sell slides to. Hey, Don J, Live Life. What's going on, guys? Just stuck waiting for a train. But today, Omar, what's going on? Thank you for the likes, guys. Today is hunting for gun shops. Looking for them all across the U.S. And that's what I'm going to be focused on probably this week and all of next week and so on. Is we're going to be cold calling, we're going to be emailing, reaching out, trying to find new gun shops in America that want to handle Stiffler slides. Handle a piece of Stiffler. Ooh, jury duty, that's always fun. I have always been disqualified from jury duty because I have prior legal experience. Okay, let's put you back up there. There we go. Finally on the move. On the road again. Yep, I have prior legal experience, legal education, and yep, they don't want that on a jury. Now, that doesn't mean that they don't make me wait pointlessly in line and go throughout the jury selection process. It's just when I finally get to talk to the judge, nope, can't be a juror. So I don't know why they bother wasting my time. Or theirs. It does work on our... Okay, cool. Keep us updated on that. I'm happy to hear about it. The Stiffler slides on Delta Team Tactical are official Stiffler slides. We sell our slides to Delta, MMC Armory, and Davidson Defense as well. But this week, this next week, hell, this whole month is going to be reaching out to gun shops across America, and heck, maybe even your own local gun shops if you guys have recommendations. Because we are trying to find new vendors. We can't expand any further unless we get more gun shops, more vendors, more distributors. And can't get another machine, can't make more slides until we can get more contracts. So, oh guys, come on, don't slow down. No, you can keep going right. It's a yield. There we go. Okay, I mean, technically, yeah, this is not a stop. It's a stop for them, not for us. Fuck. On the road again. Hello, welcome to Stiffler Manufacturing, where we manufacture gun slides from 17-4 stainless steel right here in Arizona with this beautiful blue sky. Stiffler slides all day, every day. But yep, Live Life, we make those slides. 3CR has our slides, those are ours. MDX Firearms has Stiffler looking slides, those are ours. Yep, a few other companies out there. You know, I reached out to Brownells. I'm going to see if Brownells wants to pick up some Stiffler slides. I reached out to multiple other gun shops. One in Vegas looks like they might be interested. Potentially one up in Connecticut and another in Washington. So we'll see. We'll see if we get lucky. But that's not the only ones I'm reaching out to. I'm going to be reaching out to a lot. This whole month, I'm going to be reaching out to gun shops every day. new vendors, new distributors. Trying to see who we can get a hold of. Who wants to say, yes, Stiffler, please come on in. If somebody wanted a Glock 30 or Glock 20 to 21 slide, could they custom order it and pay a lot extra, like a one-time thing? Oh man, it'd be so much money. Trust me, it would not be worth it for us or you. It'd be so much money. You'd be paying for like us taking 30 slides offline. Trust me, it just wouldn't be worth it. Like if someone wants a one-off custom, it's not going to be cheap. Not to say that we don't want to do 45 and 10 millimeter down the road, or even 40 cal. It just would not be worth it. Beautiful Arizona, but I've driven through Texas. Oh my God, have I driven through Texas? Hell, I was even stationed at Fort Hood for a little while. Not too long. Oh. Yup. Blue skies, white clouds, and, through certain parts, beautiful saguaro cactus. Arizona. Hey, Bill Poole, what's going on? ABB, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Driving through Arizona, heading back towards the machine shop. Take care of a little bit of business on the way back. Oh, but yep, that is the goal today, to see what people have, to see what people recommend, what shops, what vendors, what distributors should we reach out to. We're looking for some new 17.4 stainless steel slides for their Glock 19s and Glock 17s. Who should we reach out to? Oh yeah, both desert. Oh, not since about 1848. Man, that's a slowdown up there. What's up with that? Yep, not since about 1848. And then, of course, the rest of Arizona and part of New Mexico with the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. What was that, 1853? 1854? Somewhere thereabouts. Somebody really screwed up drawing the map lines, I tell you though, because Arizona could have had this little stretch of beachfront right there next to Baja, California, and it would have been so awesome. They really screwed up drawing that map. G23, what's going on, man? Driving through Arizona, talking about slides. Looking for gun shops. That is what we are looking for today. Heck, for this whole month. What gun shops in America want to carry 17.4 slides? There's a few I have tried to reach out to, tried to do the office work type thing. You know, hey, let's email them. Let's not waste their time. Let's not waste our time. Let's just do an email, see who's interested. That's some local stores, and you never get a response. So I'm thinking about taking a Pelican case and just walking down there and being like, hey man, tell me no to my face. Just tell me no to my face. If you can't say no on an email, I'm gonna make you say no to my face. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Just march on down with a Pelican case, hey, check out these slides, and be like, man, be a man about it. If you're not interested, be a man and tell me no. Don't do this run around email stuff. Just wasting everybody's time. That's poor business. Tactical and practical? Man, hit me up on Instagram about that. I will reach out to them. See, that's the downside to some of that, though. I can only do this locally when it comes to, like, showing up with a Pelican case and being like, hey, check out my stuff. Can't do that for other states. That's swear, some people are afraid of interstate commerce. I don't know. But if you guys have recommendations, I will reach out to whomever. At least you would have said no. And then maybe I'd have bought a box of ammo. Maybe. Depends on the pricing. But I've also found out quite a few of these places, we found this out with somebody, is that the owner doesn't always run the website portion, or does not always run, you know, handling emails and admins and communication and, you know, procurement. So sometimes the people that did run that failed to update points of contact. There's been more than a few stores I've met, they have no contact. There's no email, there's no website. It's, you just show up. So a few, we've actually written a letter, and it's like, hey, there's no way to get in contact with you that we saw on your, you know, your business is listed on Google, but we saw no way of getting a hold of you, so we wrote you a letter. And we actually got some sales that way by writing a guy a letter, going old school, snail mail. I got no problem doing that. Heck yeah, Don J. Because I tell you, if we get enough sales, if we get enough contracts, that's what we're looking for, is regulars, right? I especially want to hit up California. I want to get a lot of FFLs in California before all their laws pass, because we could sell to FFLs, no problem. And I'd love to hit up California and be like, hey, get these slides, get 5 every month or 2, 10 every month or 2. You know, doesn't have to be a big order. You got big distributors, you know, they're ordering hundreds of slides. Those are great. I'm looking for tiny guys right now. Guys who are just trying to get their gun shop set up. Guys who are just looking to get into the slide market, but maybe they don't want to pay as much for Grey Ghost or Zafiri or Zev. And I see a few with that. I've watched customers, I've sat in a gun shop, watched customers go, nah, I really can't buy that $400 or $500 slide. I think I'll just buy a Smith & Wesson and it's complete. Full gun right there, ready to go. Or I'll just buy a whole Glock, you know, for $450 to $600, somewhere in that range. But buying a slide, $300, $400, $500, some people just, it doesn't click. They can't justify the cost. So here comes Stiffler with $145 and $275, and people are like, heck yeah. So that's what I'm trying to do. Find these small ones that I can supply regularly. You know, even if they only order 5, but if you got, you know, 50 small gun shops to order 5, and they order 5 regularly because they're selling them, that's winning right there. It doesn't have to be, you know, hey, we got this distributor to buy 500, we got that vendor to buy 200, so on and so on. I'd be happy with 50 dudes who just want 5. I greatly appreciated G23, and so did Bill, which I was so happy about, because the SM19 Leonidas that he picked up is one of our older models, and we haven't done a whole lot of work on it, not since discontinuing it, and there's been no improvements, there's been no update to the program. It's an older model, it's just there, and he tells me it runs great, and I'm just so ecstatic. Because we've made improvements on production, we've made improvements to the programs, we've made improvements to how we mill. And the Leonidas is just sitting there, one of our originals, still rocking it. I love that. Heck yeah, Bill. Shoot a message over to me on Instagram, man. I'll drop you one. And G23, I'm pretty sure I sent one to your box. Pretty sure. Keep an eye out for it. The Leo Desert Cats Crusher is a copy of the Flash. Yes, it is. Yep, the Crusher is a copy of the SM19 Flash. The only change, and there are probably 1 or 2, is that our square top window cut was replaced with their 2 oblong cuts that you see on the Cub. And then sometimes they will put a Raptor cut on the muzzle. Sometimes they won't. It, just depends. But otherwise, it is a direct copy of the SM19 flash slide. We actually had a couple lives talking about that a while back because people started bringing it up. And there's a whole thing about all that, and it's fine. Leo Precision sold off. They did their thing. They had some cool slide designs, but what happens happens. But yep, going to be hitting up various guys. I've hit up 30 plus in the last 2 days, and we've gotten calls from 2 of them, 3 of them maybe. One in Las Vegas. One I think in Washington, and I forget where this other one's at. Is it Connecticut? Maybe. Either way, 3 reached out. 1 reached out just to tell us that their sales team is looking it over. And I'm like, cool, let me know if you want our price sheets. We'll send them out. So we'll see what they have to say. But, yep, that is going to be this whole month, reaching out to people. Then we got Glocktober coming up. Yep, Glocktober. I can tell you our Hunter Orange slides are going to be on sale. Can't tell you what else is going to be on sale because I don't rightly know at the moment. Gator Guns in Washington. Heck yeah, I will reach out to them. Shoot me an Instagram message on that. I'm trying to build up the biggest list possible. I want to try to reach out to like 5 or 10 businesses a day. And I know most of them are going to say no, or most of them are going to ignore the points of any attempt at contact. That's okay. If I reach out to 100 and get 1, I'm happy. .43X slide on its way to my box. Nah, man, you wish. Still working on the 26. She went back to the drawing board for a minute. We're going to go fix something on it. Improve it, because it shoots, it runs, but we're going to improve it a little bit, and then we're going to make a new one, and then we're going to range test that. They happened with the Viper slide quite a few times when we were doing the 17. We kept bringing it back and bringing it back. We're like, nah, we're going to change this, nah, we're going to do that. Sometimes it's not always an extension or a reduction of the slide. Like the 26 is just a shorter 19. The 17 is just a longer 19, right? Sometimes there's stuff you got to fix and change because of that lengthening or shortening in the machining process, in the production process afterwards. What's the process I'm talking about? The finishing process, that's right. So when you burn, when you do your sanding, when you're doing your parts fitting. Okay, we're going to get up and around you. We had to change a few processes for the 17 on how it's done because, turns out longer slide is a little bit harder to machine. And the 26, shorter, is actually coming with its own challenges. We wouldn't think so, but it is. As a shorter slide, it's coming with its own challenges. Which is kind of why I'm seeing why Glock doesn't really change a whole lot in their pricing. Like, a 26, a 19, and a 17 are all going to cost roughly the same price. And I'm sitting here like, okay, can we reduce the cost? And I'm like, damn, the 26 is actually proving challenging. So, who knows? Maybe we can, maybe we can't. Maybe it'll be the exact same price. I'm not sure. It's kind of like the Leonidas. Like, it's the exact same size, right, as all the other 19s. But it's so much harder to make that you've got to raise the price on it. It's just way too much more labor, way too much more effort. The possibility of any end mills breaking is so much higher with the Leonidas than, say, the Viper. Hey, F the Ordnance, what's going on? Driving around, heading back towards the shop, talking about slides, talking about reaching out to gun shops. I've reached out to a little over 30 the last couple of days, reaching out to a lot more. I got to go talk to Miss Stiffler and see about that 17. Looks like we're starting up a potential new collab, and I want to get FV Ordnance on that list. About to head back to work. All day, every day with the work, man. Got to grind it out. Yeah. Okay, what the hell happened there? Not sure. Oh, thank you for those likes, guys. Not sure what the heck happened. Actually, I might want to get one lane. Yep, get one lane on. Don't turn on red, ain't that BS. Hey, thanks for popping in, everybody. Sorry the live got a little interrupted there, not sure what happened. But we are back. Yeah, what were we talking about? Guys were recommending gun shops and such. I am searching. Yep, that is the big plan this month. We're going to be reaching out to gun shops across America, vendors, distributors, getting our slides out. Hey, green light, there we go. Driving through Arizona while we do this live. Heck, probably even show off something fun. Show that off for now. I got to go back and take more photos of the 26. But we'll get that off. What the heck is happening?